All right. So big news today. News I've been waiting for. I know Trump's been really busy. He was left a huge mess on his desk. So like to finally hear him and sign executive order for a Bitcoin reserve is just it's amazing. It's and to see that sitting at 86,000. It's like, man, if you can hold your stuff, like you're pretty lucky in this climate. So, um, because it's rough out here, man. People are facing a recession. There's not really lots of jobs, and it's like, what kind of income am I gonna have? Like, how am I gonna like feed myself? There's like, and I don't think this is gonna be a long term thing. I think it's gonna be a short term thing. I think that he could reverse this economy really really quickly. Just have to like, I, got to supercharge it. Like what we have to do is get people off of welfare, but we have to have jobs for people to go to that are on welfare. You can't just kick people off of welfare and not have any jobs for them to make money for them to produce. So like you have to have enough jobs for people, and then usually the jobs aren't. They don't pay enough, man. That's the thing is they don't pay enough. So that's why people don't want to do them. Anyway, so the the, the I guess now I heard a snippet, but he said it's a Bitcoin reserve, but I didn't hear him say anything else about any other um, Web3 contracts or like any other projects. So he put out there that like that we're gonna have a basket full of them, Ethereum, XRP, ADI, which is Cardano, and then Bitcoin. But as far as I know, he only said Bitcoin. Um, so what is about to happen? What should logically happen now is we're gonna make a big purchase, like a huge purpose. Like you're gonna see a huge amount of money rush into Bitcoin. It's gonna like the market cap's gonna go up really really quick. You're gonna see a bunch of supply come off of the chain. And then that's gonna drive up the cost. It's gonna spike the cost. Um, what could make this go parabolic is if like other countries start FOMOing in, and rich people start doing the same thing. The FOMO is the key. People start seeing something go, then they go. Everyone goes in. It's really hard to trade off the top or the bottom of anything. It's kind of like you get somewhat to the top. You see a top, and like it's probably gonna drop. So then you sell, and then like you kind of see a bottom. Like okay, like this is my bottom. I sell, and then you kind of just go a little bit. Not like people really don't catch. They're extremely lucky if they can like sell at the high and then um yeah, sell at the high and then buy at the low. If they can just like keep that pattern going, it's not an easy thing to do. So this was a huge thing for the world to get us off of our shitty currencies. Okay, like this is the future. Um, we're we're investing. We're going to make this technology way better. Obviously, it's going to be a part of our everyday life. So people got to get used to it. People got to get used to knowing how to use Bitcoin. I think that like it'll probably get safer, for especially for like commerce. Like you might have like the wallets, you have now, but still like there'll probably be some more like really safeguarded on chain with like regulations and stuff like that. You can put your crypto on, and like it has the infrastructure. It's a safe infrastructure. There's not a lot of. It's hard. It is scary sending Bitcoin right now. I'm just saying it is. When you have real Bitcoin, It is kind of scary. That's why before I send any Bitcoin or any type of crypto, I always make sure I send it to the crypto that I was intending to. So if I have Bitcoin, I send it directly to Bitcoin. I don't use an Ethereum address for Bitcoin. I only send Bitcoin with Bitcoin, Ethereum with Ethereum. You have to send it on the proper channel. I don't know what happens if you don't. I haven't made that mistake yet, and I hope I don't. Usually I send a little bit. It's cheaper to send all of it at once. Just one huge thing. It's way cheaper. But like, because it costs money to move fucking money. It does. They gotta do their authentications and shit like that. But that's why I basically just hold it. And that's why I say we're probably gonna have some infrastructure where it's like really cheap to move money. I don't know what platform it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be XRP or Solana. Probably not going to be Solana, Ethereum, or Cardano. It might be Cardano. Cardano might be the lucky winner. If you buy Cardano cheap right now, man, and that gets picked for like the platform that we use for commerce. That's gonna be crazy. Well, like you can use any platform really, but like you want the ones that are the most reliable, the cheapest, the fastest, cheapest, and ones that aren't gonna mess up at all. It was funny. I seen a little bit of the Trump coin. I got a Trump coin. I thought that was kind of funny. I mean, it's just like a meme coin, like Dogecoin or whatever. I just like for me, it's like it's like I just for I'm not telling, this is not financial advice, but like it's like taking a flyer. So like I don't know, like if I had the money, I would probably put myself, and I'm not giving, this isn't any financial advice, I just put like 100 in XRP, Ethereum, Cardano, and well, the five, you know what I mean? Put like 100 in each. That's what I would do if I had the money. And like another tip too, like don't ever tell people how much you acquire. Don't let people know how much you have. That's the big thing. There's this OnlyFans star. These three guys tried to rob her at her house for like 20 Bitcoin. I think it's like $2 million. And the crazy thing is they'll be able to track that, but like, so you won't be able to get away. So if you try to steal somebody's stuff, they're going to be able to find who like, chances are they're going to be able to find who you are. Especially like if you hurt somebody, like, they're no longer here now because of you, like they're going to be able to find you really easy. So like trying to steal when it's on for everybody to see, like that anybody can see anybody's ledger, that's not a smart move. Not a smart move at all. But yeah, it's pretty exciting news. This is the news I've been waiting for, and it's nice to hear, and it's crazy to see that's only 86,000 right now. I sold my Bitcoin at it's like 93,000. So like what I've seen is like it was sitting at it didn't really go under 90,000 until like it felt like we're about to, like it feels like we're about to, like go to a recession. Like everyone's about to feel a recession. We're not into a big recession yet, but like we do have job loss. That's what it feels like. Well, my area definitely feels like that. There isn't a lot of places hiring. So it is what it is. I don't know what it's going to do. I hope we don't go to war. I I think that would be stupid. I think that we can all, like, instead of blowing each other up, we can, like, all work together and figure out what we're good at, and then, like, we can, we're all work together to become a multi-planet species, because or a species. If we don't get off this planet, we're not gonna be. This planet is gonna look like probably like uh Venus in a billion years or something like that. The sun is getting bigger. Maybe that's why we're feeling the sun, like it's getting hotter here. There's more flares coming off. Like, people, they say that it's global warming, but I don't think it's because of carbon. I think it's because of the sun is emitting flares off, and like we have to start building structures and being able to be self-sustaining off of this planet. Mars would be the perfect place at this point. It's not perfect, but at some point it is going to be habitable. Mars will be habitable, whether like we do it or it's naturally. Whether it becomes like Earth in like a billion years or whatever. At some point, Mars will be like Earth, and Earth will be like a inhospitable place like Venus. Maybe Venus had life. We don't know. Wouldn't it be crazy if, like, one day we have good enough technology, we can go visit Venus and see that they have find like pyramids and stuff there. That would be pretty crazy. So, and I'm sure that one day we'll be able to go explore Venus, you know. But I'm pretty happy that Trump finally came out and put in the Bitcoin reserve. So I think that, like, what's gonna happen is you're gonna see the big dogs come out. Who's gonna drop first? Somebody's gonna buy a bunch. Somebody's about to it's either gonna be like a country, a wealthy person. It's probably gonna be us, honestly. And then other countries that they're smart. Like, if I was another country, what I would be thinking is like, I'm gonna do a little bit of inflation. Let's print out some money. Let's print out as much as we can to like buy Bitcoin, and hopefully, hopefully we can sustain, like, just be like, things are about to get hard. Things are about to get hard, but if we can like set up a Bitcoin reserve here and buy just some of it and withstand the hard times until like it gets decent. That's the thing, is it being decentralized. That's what makes Bitcoin. What's the intentional value of Bitcoin? The decentralization of it, what everybody has Bitcoin. All the different countries have Bitcoin, cities, towns. Well, there's only so much. Well, there's that's what makes the price go up, and the price is just basically it's going to be like the currency, like, but it's too much money to keep track of trillions. It's too much to keep track of billions. 21 million is a better sustainable. Like, go backwards, it only goes to what, eight points or something like that, maybe 9. I think it's 8. So there's 8 I think it's 7 zeros and then a 1 is 1 satoshi. So that's as far as it could go. You know what I mean? So people are like, "Oh, never been." You won't need all of Bitcoin. At some point, people are gonna be like, "Man, I wish I had like a tenth of a Bitcoin. Man, I wish, like, whatever $100 of a Bitcoin is right now. I wish I had that." Because it's just gonna be like the more that people have it, the more it's decentralized and not consolidated into one big blob, the better off. So, like, all the countries better get in now. Like, if you're a poor country, man, you should like be looking into like getting in as much as you can. Look at your finances, see how much you can spend, how much you can bet. That you're betting, like, this is a huge bet, and like, it's almost a no-brainer. Like, Trump has given plenty of notice. People have had months and months and months of notice. Like, at some point, like, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I could wake up one day and I can wake up and look at Bitcoin and it's just like, just relaxing at like $2 million is just sitting there. Like it could shoot up that quickly. Like all of a sudden it blows up by 1 million because of everybody FOMOing in. I'm not saying it's gonna top out. I'm just saying like maybe it goes up to 1 million and it comes down. Maybe it only goes up 200,000, whatever. Like people are about to come in. A bunch of countries, a bunch of cities, a bunch of states are about to come in if they're smart. So are the wealthy if they're smart. If people are smart, but you know, it is what it is. Like we're going to be acquiring a Bitcoin here, at some point. I don't know how, but like, yeah, I think that people who have Bitcoin are going to be rich, but you know, it is what it is. It's not financial advice. You know, everyone has their own thing. So like, it's all a gamble, and this is why I always say don't put in more than you're willing to lose. That's the best way to do it. You don't put in more than you're willing to lose. And that's a safe bet. But people, I want a prosperous, happy, loving society for everyone going forward. High technology society, you know, enough of like suffering. I don't like we should have an awesome society where people are pumped up and they're like happy, and like not everyone's like always happy all the time, but like it's more of like our morale of like society is just like more uplifted, more positive, because it just feels like so like we're dragging. But that's it.